Hold on, let me get some piss.
This is nice.
Sweet piss. Hey, deck this out, everybody. It's Jim from the Spike Feeders. Hi, buddy. How's it going?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm so excited. I'm Ben, and continuing on with this brand new series where we check out decks that people are very, very excited about, regardless of format or any sort of constraints. This is a place where people can sort of just wax poetic and be positive about the game that we love and the decks that they've created that are so near and dear to them. So welcome, Jim.
Thanks. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm so pumped for this. I don't know. I just like chatting about things to get people really, really pumped about the game. I think it's the best way to go.
Honestly, Commander players are so good for that.
Oh my God, they're endless.
Yeah, you're just like, tell me about your deck, and you're like, okay, sit down.
Yeah, I like the color purple. So every card in this is a combination that makes purple. Anyways, what have you brought for us today?
This is one that's near and dear to my heart. It's Torwalkie the Younger is the commander, and Obosh is the companion.
Ooh.
So it's a Rakdos Spellslinger deck.
Okay, yeah.
But it's got an interesting restriction. When Obosh got previewed, I looked at this card and I'm like, this card I think is really, really sweet.
I mean, companions where people were like, whoa, check it out. Yeah.
I really liked Obosh in particular. It was Elliot and Aaron from the Spike Feeders. We were doing a review of this set of Ikoria, and they said, wouldn't it be cool to build a deck where all of the cards are odd so that Obosh is just always on?
It's a really, really neat restriction. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, wait a minute. We can maybe do it one better. And we just like pick a number that's odd and make everything in the deck that number.
Okay.
So I picked one. So every card, every non-land card in the deck is a 1-drop.
No way. That's
really,
super
really fun.
cool.
Yeah. So it's like not particularly good, but the thing that I really love about it is that when you build with a really hard restriction like that and you like adhere to it, your deck has a lower ceiling than it normally would. And so you can just kind of take off the kid gloves when you're building and just put everything that you want in.
Right, because you've already basically put the training weights on.
Yeah.
And now it's to see what you can do like within that constraint.
Yeah, like a deck like this, I actually went through and I checked. There's something like, I don't know, 2,500 Rakdos and Artifact 1-drops in the game. And so I just looked through all of them.
That's a huge, that's a much bigger list than I thought would be there.
Yeah, and like...
there's got to be some real stinky cards.
Okay, but there's both, right?
Yeah.
1-drop is such a unique spot because it's like... It's bimodal, right? You've got like the draft chaff that nobody even thinks twice about.
Yeah, people, you're I don't know. What do you think of? I mean, like, I guess even needle drop excites me a little bit. Is needle drop in here? Yeah, let's go.
Oh boy, is it ever.
Yeah.
Or you've got like Skull Clamp and Vampiric Tutor and Soul Ring and
Dark
the most
Rituals.
busted
Yeah,
stuff in the history of the game. But the cool part is you can actually run all that busted stuff because it's not amplified by other busted stuff.
I guess, right? You know, if you're the kind of person that comes out and you're just like, all right, you know, Soul Ring, Dark Ritual, and they're like, oh my God, here comes the big thing. But all you're doing is just like, I don't know, Spike Field Hazard I guess Scred. And then they're like, surely like the big creature comes here, and it's just like, no,
you're like Blood Pet Baby, Impulsive Pilferer.
I mean, it's like whenever you play against somebody who's doing like group hug or something, right? And you just assume that you're like, you're giving me something because you're up to something, and you get to be the person that's like, no, this is as deep as it gets.
This brings me so much joy. I always tell Olivia this, but it brings me so much joy when people like rip a card off the top of my library, like if they're casting Itali or like what.
Yeah, they're Gauntying you or something. Yeah,
and they look at the cards and they're like, these are bad.
Yeah, they're like, why did I pick you?
Not only do I not want this, you shouldn't be playing this. And I'll have fun.
Jim, I'm exiling this for your own good.
Somebody's like playing CODIS against me. They're just like, I'll decline the penalty. We'll beat first tap.
Yeah. I mean, like there's this like enchantment. I don't know. I think it's from like New Capenna or something that's just like share the spoils or whatever, where everybody just like has the top card of their deck like revealed or whatever, and other people can play from others. And I just see yours just like wind, like a tumbleweed goes by. Nobody's ever touching your deck.
Yeah. Like that brings me so much joy when my cards are good in like the absurdly contrived like context that I've created for it. Like Lightning Bolt in this deck, if I've got both Torwalkie and Obosh out, Lightning Bolt deals 10 damage.
That's wild, yeah, because like so Torwalkie is adding it's adding 1 damage to basically every like spell that you're playing.
So Lightning Bolt deals 4.
Yeah.
But you've actually got a second replacement effect
Right, with Obosh.
with Obosh. So it's kind of unfortunate because when you've got multiple replacement effects, the person who's being affected gets to choose what order they apply.
Sure.
So they're gonna choose the one that's favorable to them.
It's still pretty bad.
Yeah. So like the lightning bolt, you'll generally double it to 6 and then add 1 from the Torwaki, making it 7 damage
For 1 mana.
for 1 mana. But then also Torwaki triggers because it's an instant.
Right.
So it actually deals 11. Because it'll drain for 4. So you get to deal 4 damage off Torwaki, and then it's got lifelink. So 1 mana into Lightning Bolt deals 11 damage and gains you.
Yeah.
It actually, you can set up some really impactful turns.
Oh, totally.
You just go like ritual, and then like Needle Drop.
Yeah.
Deal, I don't know, 4 or something like that, depending on what you've got out. Gain you a couple life, draw you a card. And you're just like, oh, okay, I spent 3 mana and 3 cards. Killed a couple creatures,
gain a couple
12
life, yeah.
you know, all this kind of thing. And yeah, you can actually like snowball a bit.
Yeah, I mean, do you tend to play this like a little bit more reactively, or
You kind of have to be really careful. There's not a lot of ways to draw cards in the deck. I've got a couple engines, like War Room is pretty good.
you don't have as many like ops and ponders
No,
in
but you do have,
Rakdos?
like Care Keep and Skull Clamp,
I mean, yeah.
where it's like three mana and a land, draw 2 cards. It's fine.
Yep.
One thing that I really love doing, I've always loved doing this, is Impulsive Pilferer, which I mentioned earlier. With
Yes.
Skull Clamp.
Yeah, little guy, little goblin.
So you clamp the Impulsive Pilferer, make a treasure, draw 2 cards, and then you can encore it, and then you clamp the copies.
He's like, sure, I'm back, and surely they won't mistreat me again.
OSHA violations everywhere.
This poor goblin is in here to die.
But every time one dies, you make a treasure, and it pays for the next skull.
This little guy. Yeah, he's like, okay, I died, but surely this group of friends I'm bringing with me can't hold. So that's like what, 8 cards out of the whole endeavor, like 6,
right?
yeah.
And it basically pays for itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of real.
That rules. Yeah, I mean, really showcasing the power of the 1-drops. Do you have like any favorite cards that are within the deck that like anytime you kind of see them? I mean, you mentioned Impulsive Pilfer, with the Skull Clamp. We've talked about it a couple of times. Is there like a one? I know that like I saw the Spree cards from OTJ. That's really interesting because they are 1 CMC, but then they have all this other mana you can sink into.
Well, so that's kind of the challenge, right? Is one thing that you'll run into if you're building with only 1-drops is you have like a really low ceiling, like I mentioned before, but you're really looking for stuff that scales into the end game because eventually you will have 5 or 6 lands in play, and you know you're going to run out of cards.
What am I going to do with all this mana?
Yeah, so you can play, if you want to get a little loose with it, you can play X spells. I've got like Subterranean Tremors.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, it's still 1 CMC 1. Yeah.
I've got like Smoke Spirit's Aid.
Oh, okay.
From, Kamigawa.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's the spree cards where you can kind of build a bigger spell that's still 1 CMC. There's one, I'm trying to think. I do have a couple favorites that tend to hit really, really well.
Ooh, okay.
One of my favorites is Meekstone.
Oh, sure.
So it's a 1-drop. The really cool part is you can get it off of Versus Saga. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
But when you're playing everything that's low to the ground, I'm playing my like Impulsive Pilfer, Blood Pet.
I mean, like these 2 are probably the biggest things in your deck.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Right. So you can slam a Meekstone like late game and just like slam the brakes on everybody. Just be like, just hang on for a second.
Yeah, let's chill. You know, we've got to. It's a what is it? The crawl space, but for everybody. In a way,
exactly.
You know?
Right. It's creatures that are 3 or greater power don't untap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it kind of buys you a little bit of time and space to draw a couple more cards, deal a couple more damage, and the piecework life gain tends to kind of keep you in it late.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, you know, deal a couple damage, and then suddenly you're at 35 and everybody else is at like 20.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of games do need that sort of like kind of like the person who keeps things in check, right? Like and especially when it's like you've got somebody who is building this massive engine, having these like big creatures, or you know, going wide with a bajillion tokens or whatever, and it's the person with the deck that's oops all 1-drops that gets to keep them back. I feel like you instantly kind of start making allies within the Commander game a little bit too. People are less inclined to like maybe go after you and stuff.
Yeah, and like you kind of be surprised with the Torwaki triggers combined with, you know, the 1-drop 1 damage spells. you can deal 3 to something. That deals with a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
Right? Combine a couple spells, you gain a few life, deal with a couple creatures.
I mean, life gain is so huge in Commander, right? Like nowadays, I feel like people, we constantly are talking about like life as a resource, and people are okay to take like 5 to do a thing. I put like, what is it, Imp's Mischief in just about most decks that I play, or Dash Hopes, I think, or whatever, right?
Yep.
But like the simple thing of like gaining 4 life, maybe every turn or 2 or whatever, is so like incremental that like suddenly then people look at you and you're like 56 life and they're all in their 20s and you're like, yeah, it works.
Well, and you kind of need it too, because it doesn't run a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
And the creatures that it does run are not huge. Like you need that kobolds of Care Keep just to block every once in a while.
I mean, the O1s do the exact same as any other creature if there's no trample involved.
Yes. I'm like, you know what? Instead of playing a creature this turn, I'm just going to pay 3 mana and just chump something.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to do.
Do you have like a favorite event that has happened, or like a favorite game or moment that's happened with this deck over the years?
There's been a few. There are a lot of really bad cards in this deck.
Great.
And it also
those are the ones that excite me the
It
most.
makes me so happy when like the stars align and this bad card becomes really situationally good in a very specific scenario. Like one card I've got here, Grizzly Sigil.
Ooh. Yep.
This one's from New Capenna, and it's a 1-drop sorcery with casualty 1. It says choose target creature or planeswalker. If it was dealt damage this turn, this deals 3 damage to it, and I gain 3 life. So it's a lightning helix.
Yep.
But if it hasn't, it deals 1 and I gain 1.
Okay.
One of the cool parts about this is if you casualty it, the Torwaki trigger happens first. And it's not like Needle Drop. So you can actually target any creature, and then it just checks on resolution if it's been dealt damage.
Wow. Okay.
Unlike Needle Drop, where you can't target it unless it's been dealt damage. So you cast it, you casualty it. The Torwaki trigger happens first. You can deal the damage to the creature. And then it bumps it up to 3 if you got Obosh in play.
Oh, so just this weird, unique synergy specifically with it.
Like if we've got both of these in play, this will do like 17 damage. I haven't done this for fun, but it's a lot.
That's wild.
For like one mana, 1 card, and then sack a dumb creatures.
Man, especially for like a set like New Capenna, where I feel like most people glossed over like Brain One.
New Capenna is one of those sets where like it had so many bangers, like all timers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, you're right. People just glossed over it, and then now a couple years later, people are going back to it, and they're like, "Oh, this is actually really good."
It's super
really,
good.
Really
Like
good.
I feel like more than any other set, the New Capenna Commander precons, they exist in a fugue state for a lot of people, myself included, where someone will play a card that you've never seen before in your life, and it turns out it's New Capenna Commander.
That happened to me a while ago in one of my decks where the card was Boss's Chauffeur.
Sure, yeah.
And I played it, and I was like, I looked at the cards on the board, and I'm like, I think I have a food chain combo.
And you're just like, I don't remember putting this card in here. I think it just appeared within my deck. Well, I mean, realistically, when you're building a deck like this, I imagine there are like certain situations where like do you let people know what's like happening or like what it's about when you're bringing it in, or do you like to surprise people with it?
It depends. It depends on like if I'm playing with friends or whatever. A lot of the time, I've played this on the channel a couple times, so some people know what's coming. But every once in a while, when I'm playing with strangers or if I'm playing with somebody who I know really will get a kick out of the gimmick, I'll say, this deck has a gimmick. You let me know when you figure it out.
How many cantrips do you play before like most people usually clue in?
Well, see, it depends. If they know me, they know that I'm playing like bad cards in this deck. That's not unusual in my deck.
They're like, Jim, he's just shredding for the fun of it.
He's just playing Desperate Gambit.
Blood Pet. I mean, that's cute.
My uglier son.
Yeah.
And every once in a while they'll be like, we play Soul Ring into Mana Vault into whatever, playing Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, like this is all right. We're CDH.
Yeah, like we're playing cards, and I'll usually say like, it's not what it looks like.
Don't worry.
Like I'm going to be casting Desperate Gambit this game. And they usually figure it out every once in a while because I'm playing like Bomat Courier and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah. Bomat Courier. Oh man. Good old standard all-star.
Yeah.
Is there an all-time favorite like card in it that every time you see it in your hand, you're just like gives you the good feels?
That's a tough one. So many of these give me the good feels.
I mean, I see a lot of really, really fun ones there. Goblin Slinger is super cool.
We've got like it's this one. It's Cataract Parasite. This card.
Oh, this one's really sick.
Card is so good.
Well, this is like a new-ish kind of one.
No, it's old. It's from Alara.
Oh my god, man! My magic baby
yeah.
is showing when I say this. I saw this printed in the Duskmourn pre-con. I'm like, new guy. No,
this card is so cool. It's a 1-mana 1/1, and it triggers whenever an opponent draws a card, any card, right?
Right.
Including their card for turn, which is kind of unusual design for these days.
Yes,
That usually
yeah.
exempts that first card per turn. But it says if I control a red permanent, I can have Cataract Parasite deal 1 damage to that player. But this is a red permanent, this is a red permanent, and this adds 1 and this doubles. So
Right.
it quickly turns into like people are taking 3 every card they draw.
Every card they draw, yeah, which is huge. This little 1-mana 1/1.
Yep.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, realistically, that becomes just like this instant. I gotta kill this thing on sight.
Yeah, right. And like, yeah, it stacks very quickly.
If this guy is eating like a path and you get to ramp off of it, you're like,
You've won.
Beautiful. You've
won.
This is everything that I wanted this card to
you've
do. All I need is someone to ramp and growth me.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jim, for showcasing this awesome deck. Where can people find you and all the things that you do?
You can find me on the Spike Feeders. That's a YouTube channel, as well as the Spike Feeders on every social media platform. And yeah, we play a lot of stuff like this, just like weird stuff that makes me happy.
This makes me happy seeing it because I really like Torwoki. I love Spellslinger decks, and this is just such a fun, unique take on it. Thank you so much, everybody, for decking this out here on the channel. We're very pumped to really just promote positivity and showcase what everybody loves about the game of Magic. And a reminder that this and everything we do is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You're the reason we're able to do this, so thank you. We super appreciate it. And of course, if you're here on the YouTube and not following, be sure to subscribe and dongle the bongle, do all that great stuff, you know. And down below, let us know if there's somebody you'd love to see, or if there's a deck you'd love to check out from maybe one of the LRRR members or any one of our Magic the Gathering friends. But thank you so much. I have been Ben. Thank you, Jim, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.